Life lesson story. The Willow's Patient Shade, a story about patience, healing, and letting time do its work. At the edge of a quiet lake stood a large willow tree, its branches sweeping low enough to touch the water's surface. Locals called it the patient willow, because no matter how harsh the seasons were, how cold the winters, how fierce the storms, it always stood tall and always offered shade to anyone who rested beneath it. For years, the willow had been the secret refuge of a girl named Liana. When she was small, she hid under its branches to escape thunderstorms. As a teenager, she sat beneath it with her journal, filling pages with dreams she feared people would laugh at. And now, at 24, she returned once more, broken in a way she didn't yet know how to describe. Her engagement had ended. Her best friend had moved away. Her job had slipped from her hands. Everything she had carefully built had come undone in a single season. When she reached the willow, she dropped to the ground and cried, not softly, but the kind of crying that came from a place too deep to hide. The willow said nothing, just as it never had, but its branches swayed gently as the wind moved through it, as if whispering, "You're safe here." Days passed. Liana returned every afternoon. She didn't speak aloud, but she silently poured her worries into the soil beneath the tree, about feeling unworthy, about fearing she had wasted years, about the ache of being left behind. One afternoon, a voice startled her. "You're here again." Liana looked up to see an older man leaning on a cane. His face was lined with years, but lit gently by curiosity. "I didn't mean to intrude," she said, wiping her cheeks. "You're not intruding," he replied. "This willow has been listening longer than you've been alive." He lowered himself to the grass with effort. "I used to come here too." Liana blinked. "You?" He nodded. "When my wife passed, I sat right there." He pointed to the spot she occupied. "And I asked the tree why time was moving without her." Liana swallowed. Did it answer? "Oh yes," he said with a soft smile. "But not in words." Then he pointed upward. "Do you see that broken branch?" Liana nodded. "It snapped in a storm 20 years ago. I thought the tree would die, but it didn't. The next year, it grew new shoots. And every season after that, it grew stronger." Liana touched the grass beside her. "So you think I can grow back too?" "No," he said gently. "I know you can." Weeks passed. Liana began bringing a sketchbook with her. At first, her drawings were tentative, shaky outlines, hesitant strokes. But as the days grew warmer, so did her confidence. She drew the willow's trunk, its branches, the lake, even the old man who always arrived with a story or a question that made her think. One day he told her, "Healing is like waiting for spring. You cannot rush it. But it always comes, another day. Your heart isn't ruined. It's simply growing in a new direction. Another. Sit, breathe, let the wind carry the weight you can't." Little by little, Liana's heart stopped trembling. But one afternoon, the old man didn't come, nor the next day, nor the next. Concern tugged at Liana's chest. On the fourth day, she went to the town's small post office, the only place she knew he visited regularly. The woman behind the counter sighed when she asked about him. "He passed peacefully this week," she said. "He was very fond of the lake." Liana felt something crack gently inside her, not a painful break, but the kind of opening that lets light through. Later that day, she returned to the willow and sat quietly for a long time. She placed her hand against its trunk. "You've listened to both of us," she whispered. "Now it's my turn." She reached into her bag and pulled out one of her drawings, her favorite one. It showed the old man sitting under the willow, the lake reflecting his silhouette. She folded it neatly and tucked it into a gap in the trunk's bark. "Thank you," she whispered to the tree, "for loving him and for helping me." The branches swayed gently in response. Months later, children played near the willow. Couples picnicked under its shade. And Liana sat there again, this time not in tears, but in peace, sketching quietly as sunlight dappled the grass. When a teenage girl approached timidly, eyes red and anxious, Liana offered a gentle smile. "You can sit," she said softly. "This willow is strong enough for both of us, because that's what healing does, it continues the circle." Moral of the story: some wounds don't need fixing, they need time. And some healing doesn't come from answers, it comes from patience, presence, and a quiet place to rest until you can grow again.